Hey guys, how's it going? Just got back from picking up my comics, and it's a pretty big week. Um, I got like 25 books, which I mean I didn't want to do, but I figured because next week's kind of short, I mean it will balance out in terms of budget, so that's okay. So anyway, I'll just jump right into it and show you guys what I picked up. So from Image, I picked up Comeback 2 of 5. This is actually a really good mini series. It's going to be 5 issues. Number one was interesting, and number two is better. So definitely check it out if you get the chance. Um, Picked up Masks number two, and I wasn't going to get this, but I didn't drop it in time. Just because I didn't realize that Alex Ross was only doing the first issue of art, and that's really half of the reason why I was picking it up. So, I mean, if the story's good, I might still check it out, but I was really looking forward to the Alex Ross artwork. I mean, the artwork's still good in there, but it's just not the same. So yeah, I picked that up from Dynamite. Next from DC, picked up Birds of Prey 15. This is another book that I'm kind of debating continuing to get. Um, We'll see. I think they get a new member. I think Katana leaves this issue just because she has her miniseries coming up, and they get a new member, which I think is the might be the Talon from the annual, the Batgirl annual. So check that out. Next, I picked up JSA Liberty Falls, The Whistling Skull, 1 of 6, and this was a weird book, but it was actually pretty good. I would recommend it. It's really fun. It's very interesting, pretty cool artwork. Um, yeah, so check this out. I got this on an impulse, and I definitely don't regret it. Next, I picked up DC Universe presents Black Lightning and Blue Devil, and this has been a really good I guess story arc in DC Universe presents, and I really want to see these guys. I mean, maybe on some sort of team. I don't know what they do with Blue Devil. Maybe Justice League Dark, and Black Lightning could be maybe JLA or Justice League proper. I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah, but it's a good story. Get the last 2 issues. It started at 13. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. Um, Next we have Death of the Family, and this is Death of the Family Nightwing 15. Excited to see what happens with this. Nightwing's been pretty good so far, so I mean, hopefully it doesn't lose it. The Lady Shiva issues were they were okay. I wasn't crazy about them, but they were pretty good. Um, yeah, but definitely hope that this picks up, and I hope the whole Joker thing doesn't make it lose momentum. And another one I'm really interested in is Red Hood and the Outlaws. This is probably my most anticipated, just in terms of like characters besides Batman meeting Joker, because we know the history between Joker and the Red Hood, and I'm pretty sure that's still in continuity in the New 52. So should be interesting. Only one more of these die cuts left on Teen Titans on January 2nd. So second last die cut. Next, I picked up Sword of Sorcery 3, and I have to make my pitch for this book. If you haven't been picking this up, go get it. It's been fun. It's been great. The backup is just as good, if not better, than the main story. This is the last Beowulf backup, but I mean, there's going to be a new one next month. But definitely check this out. It's getting interesting. I always compare it to like it's a very tame, more fun version of Game of Thrones because it's like kind of the fantasy setting with the political intrigue and I guess the family manipulation and then power moves and stuff. So if you haven't been checking this out, go pick it up. It shouldn't be hard to track down the 0, 1, and 2. And it's been a great book. You won't be disappointed. Next, I picked up Batwoman 15, and this has been my book of the year. Uh, yeah, it has, without a doubt. Batwoman or Wonder Woman. It would be a tie. They've both been great. J.H. Williams' art's amazing. He's not doing this issue, but they're doing it in a flashback, so I mean, they can kind of get away with it. 2 more issues to this arc wraps up, and then J.H. Williams is off the art. I think he's still writing it though, so at least he'll have some input. Very interested to see where this character goes. Love this title. I hope it doesn't, I mean, falter or anything, just because of the artist switch. I don't think it will, but yeah, definitely check this out if you haven't been reading Batwoman. It's definitely worth it. It's been one of the best DC titles. Picked up Wonder Woman 15. We got the New Gods coming in here, so that's one reason to get it. The other reason is that this book has been amazing. Um, the whole reimagining of Wonder Woman has been really cool. I really like it. Great story. I mean, it gets slow at points, but I mean, it's consistent. There hasn't been a bad issue. No, there hasn't been a bad issue, and the artwork's phenomenal. So definitely just check it out for that. They need to put Brian Azzarello. Is it Brian Azzarello? They need to put him on another title. He has to be doing something else for DC because he's a great writer. And yeah, they should put him on. I don't know, but they should like put him on maybe Batgirl. That would be interesting. See what he does there after the writer that's doing 18 and 19 leaves. Or I don't know if he's going to stay on it. Anyway, I picked up Supergirl 15, the Hell on Earth tie-in. This has actually been a pretty good title. Hell on Earth has been surprisingly decent. I decided to give Superman a shot in this event, just to get a feel for, I guess, him and this whole universe. And I don't know if I'm going to keep getting Superman after this is over. Definitely not going to pick up Superboy, but Supergirl is also an interesting one that I may stick with if I drop some Marvel titles. Just because like I don't want to have to pick up these many. Well, I mean, no one's forcing me, but I don't want to be picking up these many books in a week. So we'll see. But this has definitely been a good title. Now from Marvel, picked up FF2. Love this book. Number 1 was great. Have high hopes for it. Looks exciting. I think this is where Fraction's going to shine. This and Hawkeye, because they're more fun, kind of out there books. So it should be interesting to see. I think that we're finally done with setup, and the story actually starts picking up in this issue. So we'll see about that. I picked up Cable and X-Force number 2. Number 1 didn't impress me that much. This is kind of my last shot with it. I like the team. I really like Colossus, and like Hope's really cool, and Dr. Nemesis seems interesting. So I'm going to give it another shot, but if this doesn't impress me, I'll probably drop this title. Picked up Captain Marvel number 8, and this is my last one for Captain Marvel, just because I have to get rid of something, and there's an artist shift, and I mean, it's kind of been inconsistent. Like this issue and the last issue, so 7 and 8 have both picked up, but not enough to make me want to keep coming back. So we'll see. Maybe I will pick up number 9 just to see what it's like, but it's been dropped from my pull list, so it would just be if I decide to grab it off the shelf. Next, I got Captain America number 2, and number 1 was really weird, but I'm excited to see where this potentially goes. I know that Rick Remender has more of a sci-fi leaning in his writing, and I've heard very good things. I haven't read much by him, but I like Uncanny Avengers so far, and this has been, the first one was interesting enough for me to want to pick this one up, so looking forward to giving this to read. Next, we have Indestructible Hulk number 2, and this is another one that I've been highly anticipating because number 1 was great. A lot of dialogue, a lot of setup, so it'd be nice to see some action with Iron Man here, so that's interesting. I like the idea of this Hulk, and I wonder how closely this is going to tie into Secret Avengers when it relaunches, because I think Hulk's on that team too, so it'd be interesting to see if those two follow fairly closely. So I picked up Hulk number 2 there, Indestructible Hulk. Avengers number 2. So usually I'm not a big fan of double shipping titles, but I'm really excited this is going to be coming out twice a month because I mean, the first one was great. I love Jonathan Hickman, and I think this is going to be an epic story. It's definitely going to be a larger scale than Bendis does. So, well, although his all-new X-Men has been really good, but Hickman's going to be really impressive on Avengers because he did fantastic things with Fantastic Four, and I'm really excited to see what he does with this team because it's huge, and he I guess he handpicked to some extent some characters he wanted to use, like the addition of Sunspot and Cannonball. I both really like them from New Mutants. Great additions to the team, and I'm excited to see the new characters that he's introduced, and also him to develop these new villains. So Avengers number 2, if you didn't pick up number 1, go back and get it because it's definitely worth it. Got Thor number 3. This has been another great title, maybe the best Marvel Now title. Yeah, because I mean Hawkeye is the best Marvel title, but this has been the best relaunch title. It's just like Thor on a very epic scale. Like I haven't read much Thor, but I think that this is how Thor should be told. Very mythical, very has a feel of legend to it. So it's really good way to hear Thor's story. Picked up Avengers Arena number 2. This was a big surprise for me because I wasn't expecting. I thought I was just gonna pick up the number 1, give it a shot, and not like it, but. Like, I don't really know any of these characters, and at the end of the last issue, when whatever happened, I don't want to spoil it for anyone in case you haven't read it, but actually, it not affected me, but definitely had some impact, so If you can make me, I guess, feel an attachment or at least some regret to events that happen in the story without me having too much knowledge, then I think you've been doing a good job. So I'll give this another try, and I think it's going to be decent. I've heard good things so far. So Avengers Arena #2. Next, we have the Christmas 6 Nights in the Life of Hawkeye. David Aja back, so I'm excited about that. Can't really say anything bad about this title. Can't really say anything that hasn't been said. It's been phenomenal. If you haven't checked it out for whatever reason, go check it out now. I think we get the Hurricane Sandy issue next month, so that should be interesting. I think we have a guest artist or guest writer. I'm not sure, but it should be interesting. So yeah, definitely go check out Hawkeye if you haven't. It's finally got the Marvel Now banner on there, switched to a red theme. So it's interesting too, but still great covers. Like I love the white backgrounds with the images. It's been amazing. Next, I'm almost done, I promise. Journey into Mystery 647. I picked up 646 on impulse, and it was great. Really interested. The artwork's phenomenal. I'm really looking forward to this title. Yeah, so we'll see. It was kind of last issue was kind of confusing because I don't really know much about Sif or whatever, or even like the whole Asgardian universe. But I'll reread it before I read this, and it should be. I'm looking forward to this title because it definitely was good. The art was cool, and yeah, I've heard good things. So I'll check that out. I picked up Thunderbolts #2. It's another title where, well, I mean, I didn't have time to drop it. So last issue didn't really impress me, and I understand it was just set up, so I was going to get this anyway. But I'm not a really big fan of most of the people on this team. And depending where it goes this issue, this might be the last one I'm getting. Although I must say the covers are great. Like I love the simple covers with the, I mean, almost like a sketch type picture, and like, yeah, it's great. The red, it's awesome. So very good covers for this book. So we'll see if the story matches up. And my last three, I got All New X-Men #4. We get Cyclops meeting Cyclops in this. Really looking forward to that. So should be interesting. Bendis has been doing pretty good on this title. Last issue was kind of a slowdown, but it was setting some stuff up. So interesting to see what will happen here. And I picked up X-Men Legacy #3. This book hasn't been the best, although #2 is better than #1. Hopefully #3 is better than #2. I think that this book has a lot of potential. I think Legion's a character that has a lot of potential, and I think that if I'm going to give it a proper shot, so we'll see maybe 6 or 7 issues, see where it goes for $2.99. I mean, I'm willing to do that, so we'll see. It's a really cool cover, though. I like that cover a lot. And then last, I picked up Wolverine and the X-Men 22. Got the continuation of the circus there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. This book's been great. I'm starting to get the back issues, and it was great at the beginning too. So I'm really glad this book was recommended to me. So yeah, it's been wonderful. All right, so that's it for me for new books this week, and I did a trade with The Edges of Blades, Steven, and I just wanted to thank him for sending me my books, sending me the books. I mean, they got here quickly. He packaged them well, and it was a pleasure doing like a trade with him. So I'm going to link him in the description, and if you haven't checked out his videos already, definitely check them out. Okay, I'm just going to show you what I got from him. So he sent me Justice League of America 0, and this is from the I think the 2006 run with Brad Meltzer, and it ties into Jeff Johns' Justice Society of America. So I mean, if anyone's looking for a Justice League book, I would highly recommend this. Like the first trade, I think, is Tornado's Path, and I really like Red Tornado, and it's a really good story. And then the Lightning Saga, I think, is the second one, and that's a really good story too. That ties in with Justice Society. But I'm really excited to have this. I might try and track down the single issues of this series just here and there if I can. Then I got Fantastic Four 571. And 572. Just because I read these in trades, and I've decided to collect Fantastic Four in single issues, and these are 2 that I haven't found yet, and he had them, so why not? And then he was nice enough to throw in Grim Fairy Tales 34, which looks really interesting. I heard some decent things about this book, so I'm going to give that a read. And then Hack Slash Eva. Never heard of this, part 4 of 4. And it's like Image Dynamite there in the corner, so I don't know. But yeah, very nice of him to throw those in. Wasn't expecting that, so that's really cool. So Edges of Blades. Check out his channel if you haven't. I know he has a contest going on, which I'm going to try and enter if I have some time. His artwork's really cool. He's very talented. You should check him out just for that alone. So yeah, check out his channel. So I just wanted to thank everyone for watching. I think I may be doing like a comic review type thing on Sunday, which won't be called Comic Talk. Yeah, and then so I just wanted to also thank everyone. Yeah, thank everyone for watching. Really appreciate the subscriptions and the comments and everything. It means a lot. Just a quick shout out to some people who always like comment on my videos and everything. So DaCosta DC Comics, if you haven't checked him out, check him out. He's a really cool guy, really funny. Mr. Fix It Smash, great videos. Really like seeing his collection. You all know who he is, so yeah, definitely check him out. And also someone who always comments on my videos and always has some very interesting reviews and very insightful comics is Mr. CDCAMP. So yeah, I'm gonna link him in the description and check him out if you haven't already, because he has some really interesting things to say and yeah, very interesting opinions. So again, thank you so much for watching. If I don't get a chance to get on here and before, have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays or whatever you have going on during this time. Yeah, I guess enjoy some time with your family and stuff. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.